Hello, 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 and welcome in, everyone. It's your boy, your emissary of light, Lurico Sakuraba, back again to spread that light that leads to healing and wholeness as this gamer tries to game. What is up, y'all? It is good to be back. Oh my goodness, it's been feels like forever. Again, it's been like a week. I don't even know. I think it's been exactly a week since I last streamed. But it is good to be back. A little tired, but we're here. Happy to be here. Happy Friday. And indeed, look at the stream, Zoe. It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome in. Yes, no more ads. Get the ads going through the starting soon so that we can just jump right on in. And have a good old time with no ads for a bit. You feel me? You feel me? But we are here on this Friday leading into the weekend. How was y'all's weeks? It's been a minute or times since I've last seen y'all, whether it was last week or whenever the last time was. Welcome in, welcome in. Glad to see you. Happy to have you. Happy to have you here. Man, but yeah, it's been a week. It has been a time adjusting for myself personally. Cause I'm like, oh man. I've been working a lot more recently. So that's adjusting and getting into the rhythm of that has been a whole thing. Ooh wee. Oh, not me yawning. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, adjusting, it's been a whole thing. Still feeling the effects of it. You feel missed you as well, Zoe, and I missed everyone. That's why it's so glad to see Young be back. It's been a rough week, but mostly all right. Oh, feel free to share and talk about it if you would like. But yeah, so for me, it's not been a bad week by any means. Oh my goodness. Oh, gosh. If I wasn't, oh, that helped. Waking. Oh my goodness. Wowzers. I totally forgot that was a. Oh, man. Is that how your week went, Zoe? Is that how your week has been? Oh, man. It's been a good week. Busy, busy, busy. Yeah, I said, like, I'm just feeling the effects of working a lot more. And it has been good. Like, I've been doing good work. Nothing's too crazy. I'm learning things and doing some handyman type stuff that I didn't learn how to do before. So I'm gotta wake me up. I'm trying. I'm trying. So I'm trying. EPs. We're gonna try this. Just. I should have had eventually get just a sleeping screen and have that going with a VOD playing or something and leave it be. One of these days, one of these days. But yeah, it's been like learning to allocate energy as well as increasing my energy that I have, just increasing capacity. It's been a time. It's been a good time, but it's just a time, you know? It's just also in May, I've noticed that there's been quite a few May babies. I've been celebrating May babies throughout the month, celebrating one in my family. Very important celebration. Akateru, it is wonderful to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. What you just you stare what you staring at? So a whole lots of May babies celebrations that have been going on, at least around me in particular. Planning for future things. Yeah, I'm glad it's going well. Thank you. Me too. You gotta, when it is going well, you gotta highlight it so you can remind yourself things aren't as crazy as you may think they are. They actually are not. It's gonna be okay. You feel? It's going to be okay, and things are better than you think it is. A friend of mine reminded me of that. I'm like, you are correct. It is better than what I think it is. You sneeze more than 40 times today? Ouch. That just sounds painful and annoying. Oh my goodness. I'm like, what? You're still recovering? Oh no, you just. And you only woke up 2 hours ago? My goodness. You've barely been awake to do anything. Barely awake to do anything, and you just sneeze. You woke up sneezing. That's a not a fun feeling, I'd imagine. Do. Are you healing and recovering, Akiteru? I'm concerned. I'm just like, I don't know how you're doing. One moment you're in the hospital, now you're sneezing. I just, I don't know. That's, hey, what? Checking. Just checking, making sure the peoples are healing. I am glad you are healing. That is good news to me, and I bet even more good news to yourself, because you know you're probably tired of being sick. I don't know anyone who like enjoys being sick. I've seen like cartoons and stuff of people who don't necessarily enjoy being sick, but try to enjoy the benefits of being like catered to while being sick. But being sick is just like, it's not a fun time. Those are still your food. Oh snap! We're throwing out accusations of stolen food out here. Nuh-uh. Also, from last stream, I remember that every time I see y'all interacting with one another, it warms my heart. I'm like, yay! It makes me so happy. So happy. Bada bing, bada boom, bop, bow. No, what food? Okay, Akitara, what did Zoe steal? What are you accusing Zoe of stealing? Like, what food in particular? And if you got food, why aren't you sharing with the rest of? No, I'm joking. You're not. No one's obligated to share. Happiness, indeed. We share the happiness. You don't got to steal it. As far as different video game stuff that's been going on, right now in the fighting game scene, is one of the bigger tournaments going on called Combo Breaker. So I've been watching that over the course of today. Earlier I was watching people play 2XKO, and now it's watching people play Marvel 3. Can't believe that game is 15 years old and still so much fun to watch. So it's a good game, good enjoyable game to watch. And Marvel Tokon is right around the corner. What, 3 months away? June, July, August? Yep, 3 months away. You know those people on the anime that bring food for the guy on the hospital, and then they end up eating it while talking, leaving nothing for the guy on the bed. That's a crazy day. I do know those guys in anime who are bringing the food but end up eating it the entire time. Not little no, now you know it's true. Akiteru's good for some accusations. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. It's not true. Man, coming in on this Friday with accusations. It's not true. Say it ain't true. I don't know. Where's the evidence? I've never played Phoenix Wright, but where's the evidence? Where's your supporting stuff? I'm still waiting to hear what food Zoe took. No, I won't share your birthday dinner. Is it also your birthday, Zoe? I was just talking about the May babies. May. Hey, caught the Grimmsnarl. I haven't been playing Champions much, really. I haven't had time to like sit and play. I've been playing on my off time more gotcha games recently. I've just been keeping up with. I caught up again with Honkai Star Rail and seeing how come the summer they're going to be having their second part of their collab with Fate Stay Unlimited Blade Works. So Rin, Tosaka, and Gilgamesh are coming to Honkai Star Rail in July as playable characters, so that's going to be fun for all the Fate enjoyers. I won't probably see any of my favorite Fate character in anything because she's pretty much regulated only to Fate Grand Order. And if you're wondering who my favorite Fate character is, it is Minamoto no Raiko, followed by Ibuki Doji and Shibiku. I forgot her first name for a second. Oh my goodness. But yeah, my favorite Fate characters all actually have the same artist now that I think about it. They all got something in common. I don't know what it is. Actually, I do know what it is. We talked about my type in when it comes to these anime women. Zoe gonna get easy to make stories. I even have one. Yes, Akiteru is one for stories. Akiteru is definitely one for creating some stories, so you're around long enough, Akiteru is gonna make up some kind of story involving you, literally. Do 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 do. Boop boop. So I've been playing Star Rail in my time. I've actually been playing Neverness to Everness, NTE. It's been a fun time. I know there was a whole AI usage thing, but I've been there. Like the game's been fun. It's another gotcha to sink my time into. So I've just been rotating through my gotchas. Speaking of, as far as gotchas and IPs, Grand Blue Fantasy. That's something that's exciting. The story about the strip club story. My goodness. The strip club. What is this emote to go with that? That is wild. That's such a wild emote to go with that. Oh my goodness. I remember when you first ever came up with that. It was what you, Akitero, myself, and then Hordling. It was like the three of us, some kind of story that when that first was ever created. Speaking of, Hordling's birthday is in May, so she's one of the May babies. I don't know what she did to celebrate. Did wish her a happy birthday when I discovered that her and then Semi, her birthday is today. If you know her, if you've probably heard me talk about her, I've collabed with her a couple times in the past, as well as if you remember my April Fool's art, she made that. She's actually made the profile picture that I have. That's her art. It's her birthday. Uh, Zoe, I commend you. You're currently waiting for the last load of laundry to dry before you die in the mountain of laundry. I appreciate your consistency in doing laundry. Like you got laundry on a schedule, and I respect that because I do not have laundry on a schedule. I'm looking. I was like, I need to. I was like, you reminded me that I need to do that. Maybe I should. If I cut stream sooner, let me go take a BRB break and do laundry real quick and then come back. No, I'm not gonna do that to y'all. That'd be crazy. You found a curse? What is that emote? Oh my goodness. Cursed emote is just emote. You can go with my stripper octopus, send me. Alright. The backstories of your stuffed the plushies. The fact why okay, why is the octopus a stripper? How did the octopus become a stripper? Does do laundry on stream, that's hilarious. Yeah, let's just, have a chores stream where we just do chores on stream. Turn that'll be my debut, right? Going from debut face reveal to yeah, I'm just doing laundry on stream, cam and everything, deep in the clothes, in the pile of clothes. Throw a camera into the washing machine so that you can have laundry up close ASMR and then throw it in the dryer to make sure that it works well after being thrown into the laundry. Gonna have some grand old laundry ASMR stream. And it's just gonna have a like every 5 or so minutes remind chat, did you do your laundry today? Do you need to do your laundry? These are wild accusations because by no means have I ever, will I ever do any of those things. Akateru, absolutely not. Not a, it's a cross-dressing stripper octopus. There's no reason why. It's just that it's hilarious. Just cross-dressing up and down the pole. Got more than enough strength to work it, I guess. More than enough. More than enough. Yeah. And the stories is always something that people won't do. Literally, I don't know how you come up with the stuff that you do. Like, you're just like, just off the top of your head, you're like, yeah, that's a good idea. And you just, I don't even know if you have the thought of like, oh, that's a good idea. And you just say it, it just comes out your mouth. And that's, it's just crazy. But you that you have brought something, Zoe brought something to eat. We're going home because of this smell. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm actually just reminded of a little wholesome story that happened this week. It was a little wholesome story, so I'm gonna have to. I was driving and went to the gas station. It's one of the gas stations that I do frequent because of the fact that lower price, you got to find the gas station with the lowest prices that you can. And so if you know which gas stations you go to, then yeah, so goes to gas station. There's a person who works there that, I've been there enough times to regularly notice that they work there. And it's like, oh, yeah, hi, and all that, the fun stuff. But it was a nice little fun interaction. I was just like, I haven't seen you in a minute, specifically behind the register, because I've seen this person. I've seen him like work on the other parts of the gas station. But specifically, it's been a long time since he was working behind the register. So we just chatted a little, small talk. As hard as small talk is, getting my money's in to make sure that I can pay for the overly priced gas that gas is. And so I'm just chatting and it's just like, yeah, it's been a minute. Just appreciate seeing you. And we just got to talking a little bit about because he has a sign at the gas station that says Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No way to God except through Him. I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. He's got some scripture up posted, and so I was like, that's cool. And just talking about the joys of Um, just the joys of Jesus and the fact that we get to eventually spend eternal paradise with him and that we get to share that love and joy with other people. And I was like, oh, this is just a really wholesome moment. And he gave me a little, he's like, do you mind if I give you a little gift? I'm like, sure, why not? And he gave me a couple wristbands that say Jesus is Lord on them. And I was like, oh, this is really cute. I appreciate this. And then I went on to go pump my gas and go about my business. But I was just like, this is such a really wholesome and cute moment. And I'm really glad to have been there and just like share in the in that moment of joy with one another and just be like, yep, Jesus is Lord indeed. It's like you at the dollar store because you walk there so often. Honestly, like you can have some fun little interactions at places you go to if you just stay open to them. Not to say you got to be talking to strangers all the time. Like, truthfully, that's probably not always the safest thing to do. But having nice, wonderful conversations, encouraging conversations with people that you meet is a beautiful thing to have and be able to do. So ask you, where's your food? Honestly, where is the food? We haven't. I'm still trying to get to the bottom of what food this is. I'm like, we've used like, what kind of food is this, and where is it, and how did it get here? Who bought it? And like, and if it's good, what? Where's my where's my portion? Bring me the food. I'm just sipping on water. Oh, and I forgot to refill my water. Mm mm mm. Talking to people often, that's too much, or you get tired talking to even family. Hey, that's a okay. Talking is a developed skill as well as endurance, just like any physical activity. Some people, you just develop the stamina for doing it. Because not everybody gains energy by interacting with people. Extroverts and introverts and ambiverts, all that whole stuff. If you didn't realize, I actually am very much introverted, but I feel like there's so many introverts that end up streaming. I mean, or I end up watching a lot of introverts who stream. That's, or maybe that's just how that works. But and then yeah, there are people who are just naturally talkative, and I'm like, that's not me. I'm vibes. We vibes. We share the things, and it goes, and we'll share a picture of a steak and dessert from Monday. Ooh, delicious. Do I even have a food channel in Discord? I should probably do that because people like posting the food they for the foodies out there. Are y'all like big foodies? I knew someone who was definitely a foodie. Like literally, she was intentional about taking really quality pictures of the food she got and positioning things. I was like, you personally you don't watch a lot of people, only you, my partner, and someone who plays Ark. Well, I am honored to be one of the people that you do watch. Hold on one second. Speaking of food, got food now. Thanks, family. Got a cheese quesadilla and a slushy. Homemade slushy, just and it's strawberries. I love strawberries. Mm, that's good. Thank you, Jesus, for this food. Nourish the body, In Jesus' name, we thank you and give you glory, honor, and praise for being able to have it. In Jesus' name, amen. You're a foodie, but you also don't like a few things that people think is crazy. Gimme, gimme. Ah, almost spilled it. Nope. Oh, it didn't spill. We're good. I'm a mess, man. Maybe I need to like hop off because I'm like a mess right now. I almost made a mess twice trying to pick up the slushy. Once trying to pick it up and almost dropping it, then once with the spoon trying to eat it more. It's more like it has more of a like not quite a sherbet consistency, but like a oh, what is that called? It's like an ice, not quite an icy either. But I thought you took. So yeah, I thought the allegations against you were that you took Akitera's food. You still need more food. Yeah. Slushing. Slushy and cheese quesadilla. Say, oh. That just reminded me. Have we been silent on the Kirby news? Like this year, the emoticon just reminded me. I was just like, have we had any like new Kirby stuff recently? I know we got some new Star Fox news. With the Star Fox Nintendo Direct. Oh Jesus. Yo, Finesse, welcome in. It's good to see you. Welcome in. How are you? Happy Friday. Pleasure to see you. I'm just chatting about food and video games and stuff. What's the word? I was trying to figure. The word is, where's the new Kirby game? What was the newest Kirby game we had, and why was it? Air Riders? Kirby Air Riders. Yes, for Switch 2. That was right. Kirby Air Riders, I think, is the newest Kirby game. And then Star Fox got another. Now the word is what we gonna eat today. What did you guys eat today? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, I don't know. I'm having a cheese quesadilla. Ooh, calzone. Ooh, I haven't had a calzone in a minute. It has been a minute since I had a calzone. So, hold on. Let me pull up. So, what did not a calzone, but that just reminded me. So there was a time in college where I would go to like Sbarro's occasionally, and so instead of a calzone, it reminded me of the times when I would order their pepperoni stromboli, which is similar to a calzone. Man, I was just like, dang, that's a memory unlocked. I totally forgot about doing all that. But some Sbarro's. These days, though, if I'm going for pizza, there's a place I like to go to. It's called Numero Uno. Super good. Enrico's a little bit I had our carbonara bullbach today. I didn't. How sweet it was though. I'm not familiar with this dish. Tell me. Okay, Google, show me an image while Zoe tells me more about this dish. Oh, got it. Okay. Images do a whole lot for understanding, visual learning. It's just instant. Oh, it's a Brandon instant noodles. Got it. Also, how do people like doctor up all these instant noodles to make them like super like delicious? I don't understand. How like what do you like know to be able to do that? Like how did you learn? What did I just say? That can be used in so many ways. So many ways. What did I say? I don't know. I don't what did I say? Mm. Pizza is so good. Okay. I gotta ask because we're talking about pizza, I have to ask I gotta ask the common question. Pineapples on pizza, yes or no? And yes, it will shape how I view you if you don't, depending on your answer. It is a integral answer. Should we put like ones for yes, twos for no's, or just yes and no? It's delicious. Getting a pick for visual learning. Oh, I mean, that's like those. Oh, I guess that could be used in different ways. That's like the bait posts that you see that I've seen like on Twitter sometimes. Like people will pick a character and be like, "I'm so what," and then they pick the was the Kevin Hart meme, just like his thinking face or whatever. That photo of him, and they're like, "Oh, I've never seen anyone pull off an amazing cosplay of so and so character, say Black Cat, for instance." And then the next thing you know, that tweet blows up, and the next thing you have everyone, all these people retweeting it with their. I'm just like, okay, guys. Yes, so pineapples on pizza, finesse, amazing. You don't like pineapple, so you don't like pizza and you don't like pineapple. So Zoe, you just mm-hmm. Nakachura's holding a calzone thanks to finesse. See, influence. Influence each other to make good choices, people. Note, order people pizza so I wasn't why did I say order people so he doesn't steal it? No. Pizza, not people. Order pizza so Zoe doesn't steal it. Give you the crust though? No. Oh no, you love pineapple, but you don't like pizza? Okay. So, but pineapple on pizza. So, if you didn't know what the correct answer is, the correct answer is yes to pineapple on pizza. If you didn't know. If you didn't have that answer, it's okay. It is totally okay. Your taste buds just haven't caught up to what is good yet. It's okay. It's okay. But hey, more for us who enjoy pineapple on pizza. It's okay. Your stepdad likes pineapple on pizza? Nice. Sounds like a good man right there. Sounds like a good man. Judge. What if we purely determined our relationships based on if someone liked pineapple on pizza or not, or some kind of question like that? Like, this is how I determine my friendships in relation, who I choose to be friends with. This is a deal breaker for me. I feel like there is somebody somewhere who probably has a deal breaker that is kind of, that kind of like just out there. They just, oh man, they were great, but they just didn't like pineapple on pizza. So I just had to say goodbye, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's someone who has something that wild out there. Since you don't like pizza, where do you fall? The question doesn't apply because you don't eat pizza. The question assumes that you like pizza. So it doesn't really work for someone who doesn't like that particular scale doesn't really include someone who doesn't like pizza. Not it's about the principle. It's like you can tell a lot about a person if they choose, depending on what they say, if they choose to say pineapple on pizza, yes or no. You'll learn a whole lot about them. I don't even really understand why that became such a divisive question in and of itself, you know? Why have just like food takes in general, that of all food takes became one of those things that became super divisive. Now, if you want a question that really will tell me a whole lot about you, it's not pineapple on pizza. It's here's a question that has been used. This is not a new question. I'm not pulling anything new. I am purely talking about things that have been used and discussed before. But what tells me a lot about a person is if they choose to put something like raisins in their potato salad. That tells me a lot about a person. And that also that tells me a lot about a person. What tells you a lot about me, just tell me. You know, the best way to tell me a lot about a person is if you tell someone about the person, then you'll know a lot about the person. You know why they call it Hawaiian pizza? Because the brand of pineapple they used was Hawaiian pineapples. Oh. Lore. And Hawaiian Hawaiian pineapples with Canadian bacon. So how is it? Excuse me. So it becomes international. It's international pizza. But why is Canadian bacon just ham though? Why is that? Give me like actual bacon. Which I do when I actually order my pizzas. When I order pizza, my go-to order is usually for toppings is pineapple, bacon, not the Canadian kind, and pepperoni. That's usually what I put on pizzas. Delicious. Because the Canadians are evil people, I don't know about that one. Don't they have the whole stigma of like they're supposed to be? Hey, they have free healthcare. I don't know about them being evil people. Have I ever had deer jerky? No, I don't. I have not had deer jerky. I don't think I've ever had anything deer at all. Actually, no. Can't say that I have. Not if you mislabel bacon, you're automatically evil. Mislabeling bacon. You have, Finesse? You've had deer jerky? Okay. Where does one get deer jerky to be like? That's not a thing to me. Like to be able to be like, yeah, I've had deer jerky. Best jerky ever. You love deer meat. Is it really that good? I understand that deer is like, you know, like I don't why don't we have like why is deer not commonly? I guess it's not commonly like sold in like a store because you don't get to raise it on farms in the same way like a cow or a pig or something like that. You got it at a hunting store. That makes sense. That does make sense that it would come from a hunting store because it's like hunters eat deer in the wild and from humans. That makes sense. And then again, so all the deer meat you've had was stuff your family. See, it's from hunting. Got it. Y'all are hunters. You guys gotta have to work for it. You gotta work for the good. Nope, I'm not finishing that sentence because that is so out of context. Is crazy statement. I'm not. uh, Zoe got the good stuff. Mm-hmm. But bunch of meat in the freezer. That sounds like a nice way to live. You got your finish it. No, no, I will not finish it. I'll finish my food, but I won't finish that sentence. No, you can't make me. I am. I'm finishing it. I'm finishing my cheese quesadilla. That is what I am finishing. I will not finish that sentence. If you want the sentence finished, finish it yourselves. Put in the work to finish the sentence yourself. Use your imagination and finish and make the sentence your own. Not finish the sentence. My mind may think of these things, but I don't always say them. But it's your words, and it's all because it's my words, it's my choice to say it or not. I will not be peer pressured into saying things I do not want to say. Great is your faithfulness to us. Great is your faithfulness to us. From the rising sun to the setting same, we will praise your name. Great is your faithfulness to us. What will it take for you to finish the sentence? I don't even know what the sentence was anymore. I guess it's gone forever. I'm lucky. Finish it. I'm also finishing the slushy. It's pretty good. Like homemade, where you blended strawberries and I don't know what else was put in here, but it's good. It's not quite a sherbet or like a icy thing, but yes, you do. You know how to finish it then. All right, finish. You got it. Y'all got it. You got it, finesse. You got it, finesse. You got it to finish. You never shared. Say ah. Just imagine slushy in your mouth. And then swallow it. There you go. That's how that works, I guess. That's how you That's how you share it across through the zeros and ones. My anchor to the ground. My hope and firm foundation. You'll never let me down. Put my faith in Jesus, my anchor to the ground. My hope and firm foundation. You never let me down. Did you imagine it? Can you taste the strawberryness in your mouth? The strawberry juices in your mouth. Go crazy, huh? Savor it. Let it sit on your tongue for a little bit and swallow the deliciousness. The rising sun and the setting sun, praise your name. Great is your faithfulness to us. Nice. Nice. It's a good song. Oh. Up and now the food is gone. Strawberries. It's actually, I'm like, where's Hordling? I was having a whole strawberry thing. And she was nowhere to be found. That's very shocking. You'd think with someone who also loves strawberries like I do, she'd have appeared out of nowhere for hearing me talk about strawberries. Strawberries. Singing stream now. You know, occasionally I do enjoy a sing song here and there. Actually, when I first debuted as PG and PNG tuber, I did, what did I sing? I sang Golden Hour. There we go. I did sing Golden Hour way back when. I don't think I have the VOD of that though, because again, no copyright and stuff, and it's probably old. I don't think I was saving VODs back then in those early days. So it sucks that a lot of that stuff is that did I ever see that one music? Oh, sorry, no, I have not pulled up the I saw you posted it. I have not seen it and like watched it. I have not done that. That one music video. No, I forget the context. You were sharing that with us, and I forget the context in which that music video came up in the first place. May or may not. Only one way to find out, right? To watch it. That's the only way to find out. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Oh, it's one of your favorite ones. Got it. Okay, that's the context. Got you, got you. All right. So yeah, I definitely have to make time to sit down and take 3 to 5 minutes to listen to some music. Beep boop bada boom bop bang. Mm, mm, mm. One of your favorites. One of your favorites. Okay. But yeah, did sing Lore. I did sing Golden Hour. I think it was my debut, not for this PNG model. There was actually a PNG model before this one that I had made. And that's when I believe I did Golden Hour way back when. That was what, like 3 years ago now? That's crazy to think about. But I haven't thought about doing like any kind of karaoke stream of any kind since I know I do occasionally sing and like hum to like the lo-fi that we listen to. Um because I know like the songs sometimes and I'm like, it's a vibe. Oh, so you about to sing the whole stream? He might. Wait, how do we get to me singing the whole stream? How do we come to that conclusion? I don't understand. How did we come to that conclusion that I'm singing the whole stream? And Zeb coming in with the eyes. How are you, Zeb? It's good to see you. You're gonna be, if the court will allow, I'm gonna be one bit court. I'm glad you're good. It is always a pleasure to see you. What do you mean, bit it's okay. You could sing. What? I was singing earlier. It was his great name. It was a wonderful time. I forgot that was if we asked make him sing. Oh my goodness. I forgot that was even a redeem. Oh my goodness. 5 minutes, please. It's not 5 minutes. I believe the sing mode is like 2 max. Yeah, let me I'm like it's the same as the Mickey voice that happens. But now I gotta sing everything in all my responses. Not you doubling up the time and making it 4 minutes. Why would you do this to me? I just want to be here and stream. But why would you choose to add some more time to me singing as you go to catch an Arcanine who's in chat? Catch it fast or it will flare blitz away. Trying to sing on top of this music. Sing what's on my heart and choose it. Pokey catch. Pokey catch. Oh, what happens when you spell pokey low-key catch. You hope that it's time that it'll catch. Oh no, oh no, there's proof that it's 5 minutes. Well, we'll see what happens. Gotta extend the timer and be sad no one caught the Arcanine. There's 2 times. Guess I need to sing a little longer. 'Cause we got 2 instances. I'm regretting not putting a cooldown on that redeem. 'Cause what does it mean? This is great. Thank you, Zeb, for your 5 biddies. It's so appreciated, and I still got more than 6 minutes of singing. This is great to go along with your folding laundry bit for bit. I thank you, Finesse. 5 for 5. Total of 10 biddies. I appreciate your contributions, from your being here till you're spending your biddies. Oh no, there's now some ads cutting into the singing time. 'Cause usually by the time the ads play, I play the BRB screen. That was the first timer. There's still 6 more minutes, but now I gotta sing through the ads. Now I gotta sing through the ads. Zeb and Finesse, another 5 more biddies, each total 20, with another 5 on it. Do you remember the simpler days when we had the $5 footlong? You could get 5 on it. You could get 5 on it. Oh, when she doubled up, she said, I'ma put 10 biddies on it. And so we mourn the ends. Oh, no ends. Hitting up the ads with more biddies. Finesse put down 5, then Zeb raised to 10. And Finesse said, I'm doing 15. And now there's so many biddies that the king won't even tell me how many there are. So much love is being spread in this tree. Not the copying and pasting correctly. Now finesse just said 33. On top of it, he said here's another 20 to go. We're almost there. Welcome back, everyone from Mans. I hope you weren't too sad at being in the ends. Maybe got a snack or something like water. Oh, snap, Zed said 120 biddies. Finesse just said 11 more biddies. Biddies, biddies, biddies. Biddies, biddies. Biddies, 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 biddies. So much so we hit Hype Train. Thank you so much for the Hype Train. I don't know how to switch off of this genre as the biddies keep on raining down. Biddies, 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 biddies. Thank you all for all of the biddies. I'm so thankful. Oh no, your poor tablets. It's raining bits now. They're falling from the skies. There's 11 and hundreds in 46. Don't know how much we've hit. Thank you for Hype Train in the rain of biddies. And soon this time will come to an end. I'm so appreciative. You choose to rain down on me with your biddies. Tablet, come back. You can make it. There's no more biddies right now. Just restore. Come on back. All those bits get on from tablets to computer. Big sticker of love, 'cause that's what we spread here from the one up above. Spreading that love and spreading that love. The time may run out, but we stay here in love. Whew. That was something. 'Cause you couldn't keep tapping the button. Whew. Thank you again. Oof. Yes, I do need to hydrate after that. I did 10 minutes. Yes. I did sing the whole time, and my water is empty. I need to refill that. I actually did. There were 2 things worth of sing mode that came in, and so for a total of 10 minutes, had to bring that up. Mm-mm-mm. Call his name, call his name, Jehovah. And call his name, call his name, call his name, Jehovah. Great thing about all that singing, can't be copyright strike for something that was a full original, baby. I mean, you could have taken a break. I mean, I gotta hold fast to what I said I do. You feel me? And thank you so much for the 15 more biddies. Jehovah, call his name. His name is Jehovah. Call his name. Say I won't drop 500 right now. You won't. Finesses are. I mean, if you guys were going truly bit for bit, you guys could see who's done what. I don't know if that's total though. In just today, I don't know how it's keeping track. That's all your bids. You didn't have to. Thank you so much for the biddies. I really do appreciate it. In the trains of the hype, I do appreciate it. Also, you're crazy for. Oh, he did it. He did it. He really did say I'd do it right now. He not only said I wouldn't drop 500, he said 510 on it. My goodness, this man's crazy. Thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate all the support. What am I supposed to thank y'all? I really do appreciate, like, y'all bless me by being here and then choosing to support in this way. It's, man, thank you so much. All right, you gotta lurk now. Hey, I really do appreciate, man. There are definitely days where I'm just like, I just hope that every stream, I literally pray before every stream. I'm just like, please, Lord, let one of them see you to just be filled with your love. And I'm like, the fact that y'all are here. Did we get Zoe back from the ads? Yes, I did see earlier Zoe did come back from the ads. The ads have been over for a bit now. Had to assert my dominance real quick. I thank you. How long are they? Ads are 3 minutes. So the way that it works is, so I have them at 3 minute intervals, or 3 minutes worth of ads. Not, they appear in 3 minute intervals, as in they show up every 3 minutes. They work so that I don't have pre-rolls when you guys tune in. Sheesh. Mm-hmm. It's raining biddies. It's raining biddies. Yeah, getting laundry sorted. Props to you. I literally will probably start laundry after this stream. I should at least one load of laundry. Also, props to you, Zoe, because you're doing laundry for multiple people. I'm just doing laundry for myself. But yeah, ads are 3 minutes and they happen every hour. Unless I manually click them so that they go instead of their automated hour. Yeah. But yep, they do that. And when that happens that way, having 3 minutes of ads every hour allows it so that there's no ads when you click on the stream and first enter. Yep, so, you know, working around the powers that be, the rules that are set. Get yourself a meow today. Is there, I just really thought of this. Is there a, hold on, I need to do some research. Is there? I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah, there is. All right. But these, of course, it's off AliExpress. The Pokemon, is it Pokemon Center? Like, where do you get the official? Where's the officially licensed? I don't want to. So what? My brain. I didn't even say fully what I was. I just stopped. What I was looking up, it was like, is there a Lucario onesie? I'm pretty sure there's a Lucario onesie. And I Googled, and then yes, I found Lucario onesies. One was off Amazon, and then some other sellers. I was like, AliExpress for a Lucario onesie. Get your streamer. If I had a throne, I'd probably put that on there as a fun thing. I'm like, should I ever make one of those? A throne, those gift things where people are able to buy gifts for the streamer. But I see also on those things that people make put some are able to suggest certain things. I guess if you put those preferences on to allow people to suggest things to put on there. But I don't know. I have been in such a onesie era. Um Recently, I think this past year, so I'm just like, someone help! Need I don't want to see laundry no more. That's where's laundry man and woman, laundry superheroes when you need them? Are you looking at your laundry? No. I like I said, I've glanced back at mine. I'm like, should start that up, get a load going, hit a BRB screen, go run a load of laundry, come back. Was joking earlier if I did like a laundry stream with a GoPro cam, throw a camera in the washing machine to stream the laundry as it's getting washed. That community laundry time. But never bruh. That'd be like, and then throw it in the dryer, have a laundry stream where you see the dryer just inside. Never would have made it. But I think Zeb, you may have asked earlier what was the plan for today. It is Friday, so typically I do play Baldur's Gate today. I'm just not really feeling Baldur's Gate today, if I'm being honest. So we've just been vibing. We are literally just vibes today. Chatting and vibes, which is a rarity, honestly, for me. I'm usually so gung ho about playing a particular video game. Um, but yeah, I'm just like, not today. I'm just not feeling it. And one thing about me is I am such a component for video games being fun. Um, so it's just like I'm not gonna force myself to play a video game. That's crazy work. Force yourself to do something you do for fun is crazy work to me. Then again, I do understand in certain situations, well, people do that. But If there's, I play video games for fun, and so that is what I am a big advocate for and will do. Boom. What if I played Deadlock? That'd be random. But I'm just like, at some point, we gotta finish Baldur's Gate. I have no idea when we'll finish Baldur's Gate at the pace that we've been going. Have y'all been enjoying, like, since I'm not playing at the moment, have y'all, let's talk about Baldur's Gate for a bit. Have y'all been enjoying the Baldur's Gate streams and the stuff that has come out of the Gate of 3 Baldurs? I think I've been enjoying it, especially because it's like my first D&D type thing ever. I feel like I overthink so much because I'm like, how is this choice going to affect everything down the line, or is it going to lock me out of something that I potentially want to do? But it's been fun. There's been some crazy moments. Like, cause what we left off in the Githyanki Creche, which is like a stronghold base for the Githyanki, but the more I learn about like the Githyanki, the more I'm just like, I don't really like them and like how their society kind of runs. They're very much survival of the fittest, culling the weak. And so now they're just angy individuals who think they can take anything they want and step on anyone they want and do whatever. And I don't like that. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan. So part of me is just like, maybe just, they like to take out everybody off with their heads with people they just come across with. And I'm like, maybe, retribution. Whoever's supposed to do that. You're not letting anyone bite you. No vampires for you, Zeb. Honestly, Astarion isn't my cup of tea either. As of it, like I can see why he's funny and like entertaining, but he is not my cup of tea at all. Like I don't think so far like thinking of, so that there's of the cast of people. I'm like, who of these people would I actually like be friends with? So there's Will. There's Will. Okay, starting with Will. Yes, Will's just a Will's a good dude through and through. The man's just a good dude trying to do what's right and be a hero. Love him. Would want to be his friend, and I mean he's like a hero, so of course people are like, yeah, good dude. Really, I like Will. Karlach, love her. She's just been through it all and still has a good disposition about things. Um, Probably be friends with Karlach. Shadowheart. Would I be friends with Shadowheart? I don't think she'd ever give me the time of day or option to even have a chance to be her friend, truthfully told. I think she'd enjoy the care and compassion from what I know about her so far. But yeah, I think she'd be a little too like not cynical. She's like very snide remarks. Like she's super smart mouth, and I don't know how Gale. I don't think I'd ever run into Gale. He's be Yeah. I don't think Gale is a bad guy at all, but no, I don't think he'd be probably a good person for like in passing. Hey yo, who's biting? I do that all the time. So, oh my god. So you would you We were sleepy. Your sleep has been all over the place. You went to bed at 3 a.m., woke up at 6 a.m., and went back to bed at 10. Oh my goodness, your sleep schedule is all over the place. I'm gonna circle back to sleeping and sleep schedules. Holy, that is crazy. I forget their names, but there's a guy who asked for a drink of MC's blood. Yeah, that was Astarion because he's a vampire. He was upset that we said no, but literally thought about it. And she has like Zeb has not let that go at all. Do you see how that is like living rent free in her mind? Freaked out Larry. If it's a hot vampire, you'd let him. Zoe. He's not even hot. I think there's a good portion of people out there who would disagree with you, Zeb, but I don't see him as hot at all. I mean, I'm not attracted to. He's like objectively sure. I could see why people like him, but and that's the problem. So, and that's the problem. He's just being creepy. So if not hot, it's just creepy. But if it's hot, if they're hot, they're justified in being creepy. Yes, we know my type, and he is not it. That is very true. He is nowhere near my type. There hasn't been really anyone my type particularly. There's no one my type particularly in Baldur's Gate. Well, finishing up my thought about just even being friends with people. Lae'zel, no, I probably would not be friends with her. She's just trying to kill me because she views everybody that's not a Githyanki as lesser, and I don't know the rest of her story. And then who else am I missing? Astarion, absolutely not. Would not be. Would not be. Everyone is your type if you freaky enough. That's just called you're a free pass for everyone. If everyone's your type. That's just called being a public use at that point, Finesse. That's just what that is. That's just you ain't got no standards. That's not freaky enough. You just have no standards at that point. Dang, no hot vampire. Okay, do you someone isn't selective? That's just like legs open for the okay. Um let's see if this will pull up the give me 1 sec just for if I come here for a second. Oh, I don't know why that's doubling up when I come onto this page. But let's see if it will it pull this one up? Yes, it does. Okay. So this is who Zeb is talking about. This is Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3. I don't this is who not hot, no hot vampire should be a crime. This is the vampire in question. Y'all make your decisions. I've already made mine. I don't like him. I'm not attracted to men, so like he's not attractive to me. So that's for y'all who this is the person in question. This is the person in question. That is a very if you could send the gift, you'd have a I said what I said. Hey, you said what you said and hold stick to hey. I ain't trying to change it. I'm just trying to provide context for the peoples. That is all I am doing. Yep, that is it. There's your vampire that's in question. Astarion, and we would not even be friends. I don't think we could be friends. Oh, there's a Scrafty in chat. But Zoe, I don't know if you were able to take a moment to see the images of who was the accused. If you did, cool. If not, just Google Astarion from Baldur's Gate. Dang, I missed the catch. I'm whiffing bad. He's not a hot vampire. He's no Joseph Morgan. Wait, who's Joseph? Joseph. Interesting. Got it. I see. I see. I see. Who is Joseph? I don't know. I had to Google. I went to good old Google. Give me a second. Let me go look. Here we go. Will it pull this up again? Let's see. Will it work or will it? Nope, it's not pulling it up. Unfortunate. Yeah. I'm not gonna put too much in trying to make that work, but yeah. Did not want to pull it up for whatever reason. It worked the first time. It was like, you only get one attempt. You could see this man being attractive, Zev. He's better than the neck biting in-game companion. He's better than Astarion. I teach their own, but yes. But I'm just like the fact that creepy is only creepy if not hot, if not attractive. If you're attractive, then it's not creepy. If you are not attractive, then it is creepy. That is what we've determined today. Oh, let me go back to. Don't need to stay on this scene. That is what we've determined. He is your bias. Your bias. I don't have a human bias. Other than my SO, I don't have a human bias. In that sense, no. It's harder to perceive creep if you aren't attracted to it. But if you're attracted to it, then how is it creepy? If this is it something that is like quote unquote universal creepy, or is it like because attractive the exception? It goes into the category of if evil, why hot type stuff. It's like as soon as like attractiveness means that the person can't be like a person is who they are, the action is who they are, is what it is, regardless of level of what's someone called? Like I will tell you, like Baldur's Gate 3, I don't know if it's just because there's there's not really anyone I'm like who I would find really attract. Oh, Karlach and Shadowheart out of my options as far as romance options in Baldur's Gate 3, but no one's been like, ooh, yeah, baby. for me. I don't know why I said it like that, but you're blinded by the hotness. You don't see the red flags. Like, oh, he killed all those people. It's okay. He's hot. Oh, gosh. Can't see red flags when you're freaked out. Exactly. That was for so freaked out blinds all. Eggs do not agree. Ridiculous. It sounds like a different song, actually. But yeah. There was this video I was sent and shown. I was like, as far as like freaked out, like some dude, I think it was like, was it like a video of someone at Mardi Gras or something like that? It was a dude who was freaked out, literally eating some toes on the some girl's toes on the street. Um, I was like, dang, it was like a Mardi Gras or some kind of parade type thing. So you know she'd been walking around for a long time, such a long time that was willing to in public like suck on some toes. I was like, that's some levels of freaked out right there. Not seeing the red flags. Switching from red flags to anime crushes. Zoe's anime crush was first anime crush was Stein from Soul Eater. Soul Eater is such a Soul Eater is a good anime. Speaking and Adam, like, do I talk about so both anime crushes and from Soul Eater specifically? I liked Blair. From Soul Eater specifically, I liked Blair. She wasn't a super important character, but she was there and she was hot. First implies that it's different now, or that it's just the first one, or there are others. I mean, anime crushes change, adapt, and grow over time as you watch more animes. Just like how people have like different crushes in your childhood to the crushes you have now, as far as like media and stuff goes. Like how pretty much everyone growing up in the 90s was falling out for Lola Bunny in the first Space Jam. Like that's a things some things change, some things just like objectively they made her like means times you just as time goes on you just add to the list of anime crushes. You don't usually take off from the list. Sometimes you do, but usually the list of anime crushes just gets added and then you just rank them. Lots more. So I'd imagine. What is Soul Eater about? That is a good question. So Soul Eater is about these students who are Soul Eater is about set in a world where you're following like people who are kids who are trained to become Shinigami, or basically death, going around slaying what is the name of the evil spirits that I need to, man, I forgot synopsis. There we go. Thank you for the. That's what they're called. They're called Kishin. So they're a school that of kids who are trained to become basically grim reapers, going around slaying the parted souls of evil humans and witches, um, to prevent the rise of an evil madness god, little g god, of course. So from Soul Eater, I liked Blair, and I also like Tsubaki. I think I like Tsubaki a little more than Blair, just probably because Tsubaki was more of a main character and she was around more, so I got to understand her. Also, she's a ninja. Tsubaki was dope. I actually wanted to cosplay Black Star from Soul Eater. That's one of the cosplays on my list of cosplay want to do's that I've just never gotten to do yet. But the talk about Soul Eater specifically has come back into circulation as or mainstream anime conversation because Fire Force just recently ended, and because the world of Fire Force leads directly after Fire Force ends leads directly into Soul Eater, the creation of Soul Eater. Um, but yeah, that's what Soul Eater is about. People are meisters and they wield weapons, and these weapons are people transform into weapons. Um, and they hunt the monstrous souls of evil humans who have transformed into these evil creatures, and witches who bring death and destruction to people and slay them. And the more of them they slay, the stronger they become and closer to becoming death sides, and closer to death they become, as not a concept, but like Grim Reaper. What about the Arachne lady? Okay, she was hot. She is hot, but she is crazy. She's hot and she's crazy. Um, that's just yeah. I still put Tsubaki and Blair over Arachne because of that, though. I think in Soul Eater specifically, it was like the first introduction was Blair and then Tsubaki, and then it was like over time, I'm like, I really like Tsubaki even more because again, she shows up more. And then when Blair does show up, I'm like, oh yay, Blair. Um, because she's not even a witch; she's a cat spirit. That poor first episode, that was tragic. If they ever did a reboot, I'd hope they do the ending better. I actually, uh, when I go back to watching stuff on Crunchyroll or wherever I watch anime or read manga again, um, I should read the Soul Eater and read the Soul Eater manga to see the actual good stuff and not. Wait, what are we talking about? Anime crushes specifically. We're talking about Soul Eater. Um, because Zoe brought up that their first anime crush was Stein from Soul Eater. So we're talking about Soul Eater, anime crushes, the whole bit. Is it good? Very good. The ending sucks, but the anime and the world and everything else about it is good. They just dropped the ball. It was an early 2000s anime when they made the anime. Why is that a okay? Yeah, the anime adaptation came out in '08. You never watched Fire Force though? You do not have to watch Fire Force to watch Soul Eater. You can totally watch Soul Eater and never have watched Fire Force, because again, Fire Force came out. The anime adaptation of Fire Force came out way years after the anime adaptation of Soul Eater. So, like, I was a Soul Eater fan before. It was because I was a Soul Eater fan that I wanted to watch Fire Force. You feel? As and I still haven't watched season 3 of Fire Force though. It'll be a minute though because I do not have Crunchyroll anymore. Actually, I could still technically watch Crunchyroll till like sometime in June, but yeah, I do not have Crunchyroll anymore. I'm saving monies, repurposing funds. Um, and so that is a new development actually. But what was I gonna say? But yes, anime crushes and Soul Eater. I would recommend Soul Eater. Um, yeah, just the ending kind of falls flat, and apparently is not in line with the manga. So that's why I want to read the manga so that I can see the actual ending. The only reason you would is to see Maka's mom. Ah, right. They don't go into who Maka's mom is in Soul Eater. I actually don't know who Maka's mom is, so I don't know how that whole connective line. So, yeah. Um, who else? So there's Soul Eater, and then there's like how the original Full Metal Alchemist anime ended. I never watched the original Full Metal Alchemist anime because when I started getting into watching it, I was hearing how Brotherhood was also better. So I kind of dropped watching Full Metal Alchemist, but then I never fully watched all the way through Brotherhood. And I know Brotherhood was amazing. I hear nothing but praises for um Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. As soon as they said it ended dub, I watched Brotherhood. I think at the time before there was like, super reliable ways to watch anime. Um I was yeah, I remember I wasn't cuz growing up there wasn't like super reliable ways to watch anime, and so that's when also I discovered Full Metal Alchemist. It was on some random channel um that showed anime from time to time. And it was like I was introduced to that. I was introduced to Full Metal Alchemist. I was introduced to Nejima, um, and some other stuff. I don't remember the other things that were. You like the Undertaker from Black Butler? I know. Literally, YouTube at 480p, and you had. If you were to watch an anime, it would be on YouTube at 4080p. It would be broken up. One episode would be broken up into like 10 parts, and it would only, not only was it at 480p, it would only take up like the bottom left corner of the screen. It would take one portion, like one small portion, and then the rest would be giant borders around it with really large flashy subtitles. That was anime watching before we had before we had decent even piracy sites, because there was not good ways to watch anime in the States. And also, this is the time when, before anime becomes like more mainstream like it is now, like this is back in the time where you got bullied for watching anime. You had to keep you had to you had to keep your anime watching on the down low. You only talked about anime with other people you knew watched anime. Those were the times. Barely. It was your secret oh my goodness. Not the secret shame. No. Okay, so I was not going to be shamed into. There was one class in particular, story about that. Not shame, but this is what they did to you in the day. You had to pretend you didn't even know what anime was, and if you were bold about it, you definitely got made fun of. Naruto running to things and doing that before, people were like, "Who's the weird kid choosing to do that? Why you run like that?" Oh, all the things. All right, quick story. High school Larry. We had in one of my classes, because I was in technical theater. You don't always have stuff to do in technical theater. They literally have off days because of the fact that, well, you're in class, but you're not doing too much except hanging out or either doing your homework or whatever you want to do, because of the fact that we're not like preparing for either a play or a musical or some event that's being put on at the school. Um, and because I'm like, we're not doing anything, the guy streamer was like, I'm going to sit here and watch anime on my phone in this giant auditorium because everyone else is doing their own thing, and like I'm just gonna watch my anime. So I don't even remember what show I was watching, but if you know anime, you know there's a whole bunch of fan service in it, and because of that, like, and of course you're watching an anime and everything's fine, but the moment somebody comes up to ask like what you're watching, or like looks over your shoulder, the anime fan service moment happens right at that particular moment, and next thing you know, kids and a couple kids in the class are just like, what are you watching some perverted stuff in class, or like what are you like, what are you, it's just like all the judgment that comes with that. It's just like it happens without fail. I don't know how it happens or why it happens and why it's such a consistent thing, but I've heard other people have similar experiences. They're watching anime, everything is fine, and then all of a sudden someone comes up and is like, looks over your shoulder or wants to know what you're looking at. They take a look, and it's always the fan service moment that happens right at that particular moment, and you're just like, oh my goodness. I don't even have the wherewithal to try to explain this to you. You aren't even that interested. You've already made your judgments, and so bullying and judgment ensues if you let them. It was, yes. Ugh, it's just like, goodness gracious. And I know, and I'm just like, I've heard so many similar stories to mine. I'm just sitting there, minding my own business, headphones in my ears, watching the show. Oh, headphone in one ear, at one headphone out, because you got to still be attentive to a degree if something happens. And someone comes up and starts judging you for what you're watching, because it just happens to come up at a particular point. I'm just like, oh my goodness. Had to pretend you didn't know. Yep. Zoe, you got one of your brothers into it, then got all your brothers. You got one of your friends into it, and then they got their brothers into it. Ah, yes, more. Come join us. The exact moment someone comes up to you, it's Jugs on screen and a random high pitched. Exactly, Finesse. Exactly. That is literally what happens. It's just like, oh my goodness. If you literally came at literally any other time, it was fine. It was I think it was a slice of life anime I was watching. I don't really remember, but it was ridiculous. Well, your sister had you watch a weird vampire one where the vampire would go into a rut because the blood and everything. You start, your siblings would walk in. Oh my goodness. I don't know what. I was like, vampire one. There's so many different vampire animes out there. But I don't know how. It's just like. It's like a canon event in an anime enjoyer's childhood growing up. Or not even childhood, just an anime enjoyer. It's like a part of your starter kit. You've not truly been an anime fan until someone just comes in to check in on what you're doing, to see what you're watching, and then they see the most crazy part and judge you for it. It's like in the starter kit. Imagine watching Food Wars without people though. You are Oh yeah. Yes, Food Wars is such a good anime. But you couldn't pay me to watch Fairy Tale around anyone. Oh, I love Fairy Tale. I have not finished it, but I have loved Fairy Tale. Same with Food Wars. I think I was like season 3 or season 4. I had one more season to watch, and I had not finished it. But I love Fairy Tale. Urza is my girl. I love Fairy Tale. Oh my goodness. I put another anime by the same creator on my list to watch. Um, but that creator also makes particular games as well. I think there's a game on my list that is by that same creator. Um, that I will eventually just play in my leisure time. But I love Fairy Tale. Urza is my girl. I love her. Absolutely. Yes, Dragon Slayer Magic yes. It is such a good anime. But if you watch either Food Wars or Fairy Tale, you're you're getting a healthy dose of um anime big booba on your screen, and someone's gonna come in and it's just gonna be, I'm like, why are you judging the way they built? Let them be. I haven't watched 100 Years Quest yet. I need to finish OG Fairy Tale. I actually very much remember what arc I was about to start in OG Fairy Tale. Um, yeah, in OG Fairy Tale, I think we were gonna just go down the arc of Lucy's family. History was coming more into the picture at that point after the whole um their whole time skip on their island for the S rank training and coming back after all that. That's where I started back. It's fighting in random jug shots, literally. Great stuff. But I love Fairy Tale. Food Wars. I was actually introduced to a lot of my animes that I watched in high school. Like I was introduced to Soul Eater in high school. Um Real stimulating content, real engaging content. It is what you would call peak. Um, it does hold your attention. We did not have watching those animes. We had no issue with our attention spans. Let me just say that much. There was no issue about attention spans then, not at all. Um, it is 100% crucial that Shugs be in every episode. It was 100% crucial to the plot line. If not, how could would the plot advance? How would it? How do you expect the plot to advance without it? Watching Bloodlet was fun when people would walk into. Oh my goodness. Man, this came out in 24. Oh man. Blood Lad. Let me look up Blood Lad. I'm not familiar with that one. I've seen this art style though. No, okay. Yep. I didn't watch Blood Lad. I would recommend it. Strike the Blood. Oh, yep. I did watch that. I also Blood Blood Blockade Battlefront was an interesting. It was a fun watch. It was very all over the place. I've not watched Blood Lad. That's Strike the Blood. Did watch that. I was waiting for more episodes of that. I have a really out of pocket anime that I am not gonna share. It was I just remember Strike the Blood was also some vampire stuff. Blood Blockade Battlefront was more like Blood Block Blood Blockade Battlefront. I can barely even say the name of it. Wasn't like a coherent like there was some underlying story stuff to it, but it wasn't your it's not your like through line like a typical shonen anime through line like or just like story arc type thing. It was enjoyable to watch. It was had 2 seasons. Um and I think the thing about Blood Blockade Battlefront that was memorable was more so the world and the just like crazy things that happen in it because it was like normal society and then New York basically got swallowed by this anomaly, and now people are able to do a whole bunch of things, weird, wacky monster madness creatures sharing powers, and people able to do things. And the main character ended up trading his eyes with a deal with his powerful beings so that he could save his sister or something. Now they're part of an agency and they just do stuff to, So it was a good watch, though. It is an entertaining watch. It is an entertaining watch. What else was there? Welcome back from the ads. I'm also very surprised I've been able to have a 2-hour just chatting stream. This is a historical moment in Alurico streams. Historical. This is a deep cut anime. It is this is one that is truly actually unhinged, though. So if you know it, you know it. I'm not going to talk too much about it. But it's called Saikon no Quasar. It was cool in the aspect that people were using the powers that people had was based on the periodic table elements. That was the cool part. It is also very unhinged, and I'm not going into that. That is all I'm telling you about that anime. If you want to dive down that hole, you go ahead. I am not talking, and you did not hear about it from me, or you did, I don't know. Either way, yeah. Saikon no Quasar. It had 2 seasons. I don't think I finished second season. Then there was Do Your what other anime? Was really good. Or just one of the older ones that I really, really liked, that was actually my top anime for a while, even though it ended on like a really cliffhanger moment and was like, give me more. I would actually go back and read this manga. It's called Air Gear. And it definitely is in line with the just Air Gear. Like, it made roller skating so cool to me. Yes, it was higher tech roller skating, but it made roller skating so much more so much cooler. And then power systems. It is, like I said, deep cut. Not talking too much more about that anime. Yeah. But Air Gear, though, powers that combined with skating on high-tech rollerblades. It was a good one. I wish it had more. But honestly, my top anime, though, is, I don't know if it's getting a reboot or a remake. Is Kentokyo Hitman Reborn. I love that anime. It started off just like as a wacky shonen, just laughs, and then it got serious and had its own arcs and power systems, and I love the power systems, and starring a kid who finds a middle school kid who discovers that he's actually the child of the mafia, um and gets thrusted into that world but doesn't want to be. Good anime. Really, really good anime. And then it kind of ends the way it began. So it was one of those animes that I was like, it was so good that I'm like, I need to go read the manga, and I actually did. And I did not regret it. It was a great choice. You're going onto my TV now. I keep getting distracted away from a mountain of laundry. I'm sorry to distract you from your laundry. I'm hoping to keep you on task and on goal for laundry. But also, um, do, 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 do. Excuse me. Noted. Okay. But yeah, wow. A couple hour just chatting stream, no games whatsoever. What is happening? This is a wild one for just uh next time I have a whole conversation about anime crushes alone. But this was good stuff. You're gonna need to know more about the free anime. Do that on your roads. I'm not talking about that anime anymore. I feel embarrassed talking about it. So I'm leaving that there. I could barely tell you. I could probably literally barely tell you anything about except the power system and how it kind of ran. I don't even remember the overarching story. But I'm more or less also just proud of the fact that the pivot. Thank you, God, because I did not know how today was gonna go, how today's stream was gonna go. But look at where we are now. The joys in chatting. Okay, I can see how people get into just chatting streams and just um had you preoccupied with other things? No, it did not. Welcome back, Zeb. I miss, well, I'll have to get the context later because the chat doesn't make sense. It makes its own sense. Just adding anime chats, the stories of what it took to be. Wow, we went from anime crushes to the olden days of anime and the struggles of being an anime enjoyer. Zeb was the most freaked out anime you watched. Go, I'm not an anime girly. Not yet. I anime girly yet. They're all kind of freak. That is Net Promise Neverland is definitely a freaky anime, and that just like it's creepy. Uh, okay. Slice of life stuff. Yes, slice of life stuff can very well be freaky by itself. You watch cute little slice of life. Yeah, there's very cute animes, slice of life, and then there's whatever Rent a Girlfriend is, and then there's other things. Uh, I've not watched Rent a Girlfriend, but I saw that one manga panel and where apparently the direction that anime headed, and I'm just like, this is just, yeah, I don't know what you expect from this. I'm good. Y'all tell me what to watch. Nothing freaked out or that will scare you. Watch a season of it and you immediately dropped it. Oh, Rent a Girlfriend. I never watched Rent a Girlfriend. I literally was like, what is this show? Because what was it? That whole moment of there was a moment where Rent a Girlfriend was really trending the manga because of the writing, and like one particular episode, like after so many episodes, like so many volumes, it got to a point where the community was just like, what the heck is this? Like, how do you get here after like you build up to like get to this point? I literally started reading a bit of it literally from that moment onward because I was like, I am not going through the tons of crap or tons of, I should say crap, just the all the incidences hundreds of chapters before you get to this point. That seems like such a letdown point. But yes, we're not going down the High School of the Dead or High School DxD routes right now. Um, had one of the female characters throwing themselves at the MC and he was still choosing to rent a girlfriend and watch DxD. DxD is good stuff. Akano is my favorite. Akano is my favorite. Yes. And both it's crazy how those were like staple I don't know if they're staples, but they're like just quality animes growing up. Um okay. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and wind down. They are both freaked out. And High School of the Dead isn't getting any more because the creator of it passed away, which is also sad. Rest in peace. But they were like, we're not gonna continue it without the creator, so they were not getting any more high school. You could raise a freak. I bet you could. They're not the most freaked out things, but I'm gonna begin winding down. You can get that ready. I'm actually gonna raid out in honor of animes in a gotcha game that I love, Grand Blue Fantasy. Um love that anime video game. arguably my favorite gacha IP. And I see someone I haven't rated it in a whole long time playing through Granblue Fantasy Relink at the moment as they're preparing for Endless Ragnarok, the big expansion that's going to be coming up in July. And so that's going to be a good time. That is going to be a good time when Granblue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok comes out. Oh, what happened here? Oh, I was setting up something, but it didn't take. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and raid out to get this raid started. All right, there you go. As we wind on down, thank y'all for chatting with me and just hanging out today. You're supposed to tell me non-freaky ones? Well, that'll rate for next time. Remember to remind me on the next go run as we talk more about anime, because who loves anime? Luriko. And here are some loving messages to send to our to Z King, who is playing Granblue Fantasy Relink right now. First one's for subs, second one is for non-subs. We're gonna go ahead and raid, take the loving light energy here and share it as we go forth. Thank y'all for tuning in. Next stream should be tomorrow if all goes well, if I'm not getting home too late. I should be able to stream. If not, we'll be back next week. So, you know, things have been ups and downs, but thank you for your rocking with your boy. So remember to have a good evening, morning, day, and or night. And remember to be a light wherever you go. Bye-bye, y'all. Bye, 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 bye.